Hello, and thank you for watching episode 6 of Declassified. This week was Detained, and it saw our team trapped in a room for an hour with a meteor. I'm joined as always by Chris and Rob.
Hi.
And what did we think of this week's episode?
Mixed. I wanted to like it, I think, a lot more than I actually did. I really like the premise of it, and some of the individual storylines I quite got on board with, but I just think it was a bit too wazzy. I think it wasn't really scary enough. Like, there was so much kind of light flashing and the room shaking and stuff, and it just got on me a bit. But I still like the premise of it. I think it's a good premise. It's a nice kind of self-contained episode, and we haven't seen enough of those five being together, the five kids. So I liked that element of it.
I thought it was okay. Like Chris, I think the concept was pretty good. But it was quite uneventful. Essentially, it was just five characters in a room. And I know that can be amazing, and obviously that was part of the design of the concept. But for me, it wasn't quite gripping enough. But it was okay.
Yeah, I think really good concept. When we saw the promo last week, I was really looking forward to this episode. Just don't think it was well executed. And like you said, like I'm sitting here now thinking, what actually happened? Like there wasn't like a big action moment really compared to some of the other episodes. So I'm just a bit, yeah. Do you have a highlight though?
Charlie goes from strength to strength as a character. The actor playing him as well was so good, and the relationship with Charlie and Mateus we saw a lot more of this week. I think they're really cute. I think they're really complicated, and I thought his performance towards the end, as he kind of emerged from being the sort of spoiled prince we all assumed he was, to actually, taking a hit for the team and kind of consigning himself to dying actually before Quill came in and saved him. I thought he was great. And I think that actor is just top notch. He was so good this week, so good.
I think for me, the highlight was probably the cinematography. Even though it was all set in one room, I thought it was shot really well, and you did kind of get the sense of claustrophobia, and you were kind of like, God, they're stuck, they're really in the middle of nowhere. I thought it was really well shot, and a lot of the kind of meteorite stuff was quite, I know you said it was too wazzy, but I thought it was...
Technical term.
It was quite nice, and the effects were quite nice. And also, we all loved the shot where the camera cut to the meteor and then to each character with just a light across their eyes. We all loved it. We're all gonna impersonate it now. Just like that. See? I shot class. It was great. I really liked the way it was shot, and I think it really did capture the kind of enclosed sense of the episode.
I love the bits when they were looking at the characters and then they like swing the camera upside down to have the meteor. That was well shot.
Really good.
I think my highlight's Charlie as well. I think everyone else really got on my nerves in this episode. At some points I was like, shut up, like, kill him with the stone. But I think Charlie, I just adore Charlie, and I think, like you said, the actor is phenomenal, and he's definitely the strongest out of the five, and it was really apparent in this episode. So you like the lights and the shadows on the faces, but what didn't you like?
Groundbreaking. For me, I think just lack of anything happening. It was just a lot of talking and nothing really happened. I wasn't satisfied at all by the resolution. It was just like they destroyed the stone and then got sent back. And I was expecting some great... It was very reminiscent of the episode where the Doctor's trapped in the confession dial. And the resolution of that was brilliant. But this just didn't really have it.
My low light is when they find out that they think they're trapped with a prisoner and everyone kind of jumps over into the corner and covers themselves in desk. Because it felt like... it felt almost too rehearsed, like a play or something. Do you know what I mean? The whole thing kind of felt like a play, actually, with that sort of single set mentality. But it was just like, what is going on? And that was the point at which I was like, really?
Done.
We were just like jumping into a corner and carrying mine. Ooh, the prisoner, where's the prison? No, wasn't a fan of that. I was going to pick the bits where they had the eye shots, but you said...
Oh, that was incredible! Groundbreaking camera work.
I just didn't like the monster. the stone thing, because we've had some quite sick villains over the last few episodes, and then he was like an asteroid that made you tell the truth. And the whole time I was just thinking, like, get on with it. Ask him where you are. Ask him how you get out. And they were just fannying about. Just being like, oh, I love you, but not as much as you love me. It's like, come on. Get over it. And it was just not threatening at all. So I just thought it was a bit lackluster.
They were just saving the budget for the next episode, I think.
And do you think so?
It actually looks good.
Next episode is Quill-centric.
Yes.
So we find out what happened to her when our guys were in no space and no time. And it looks like she's had the thing removed from her head. So I think that's leading up to a really cool finale.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's got Jennifer Aniston hair.
The Rachel. Fantastic. Wonderful. So join us here next week to see what we thought of the Quill episode. And if you liked today's episode, then leave us a little comment down there and we'll have a wee chat about it, won't we?
Mm-hmm.
Lovely. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Confess!